Okay, so now we have columns, we have walls, we have pavement and internal floor slab. So the only thing missing here now, one of the things missing is our roof. So we need to roof the house so it won't rain on us. To do that, we have to first of all create a building composite called roof. And we know how to do that from the previous videos. If you don't know, you can just follow the steps, options, elements, attributes, and composites. So we're going to create a new composite and we'll call it roof aluminum and click OK. Good. Now the first skin will be airspace frame. The line pen, let's make the line pen 146. The type is finish and the thickness is 0.03. Let's insert a second skin. The material will be insulation plastic soft. The line pen this time will be 154. Type will be other. Thickness 0.04. Insert a third skin. Material will be membrane vapor barrier. Line pen 158. Thickness 0.03. We'll add a fourth skin. Material will be tile roof. Line pen 150. Thickness 0.02. And then let's add the last skin. Material airspace frame. Line pen 150. Type is core. Thickness 0.18. Let's make the fourth skin type as core too. So we'll have two others, two core and one finish. And we want the total thickness of our roof to be 0.3. And okay, so let's fill up the outer lines with line pen 155, 155, 155, 155. Let's just make the last one different and let's make this 157. And we want it to be associated with just the roof, so we'll deselect the wall, slab and morph and just say okay. So we've created a new building composite called roof aluminum and hit OK. So now we have our roof. In order to draw up our roof here, it's best to do it on the 2D work environment. So navigate to roof on your navigator here, double click on roof, and this is our roof level. So you can see on our roof level is just the projected lines of the wall that is showing here. So what we need to do now is to define the roof. Let's define the features of the roof. So activate your roof tool, double click, and then we're going to change the parameters of the default roof we have here. Pivot line offset, we want to start at 1 meter. The home story will be roof. We'll choose a composite, which is the composite we just created, roof aluminum. Let's reduce the angle to 18 degrees. Let's choose the roof edge as the first one. Go down to floor plan and section. Want it to show on all relevant stories. We don't want just the outline. We want it projected with overhead. And we want the entire element to show. As usual, we can also override the surfaces. And we want the top surface to be corrugated sheet. We want the side edge surface to be wood pine horizontal, wood pine grain horizontal. And for the bottom, we want it to be wood mahogany horizontal. Yeah. In terms of IDs and categories, let's call it roof 001. It is non-load bearing and the position is exterior. Let's give it a layer, shell roof. Remember we created shell roof in the beginning. And then we just say, okay, now we've defined the roof that we want to use. So now the next thing we need to do is to begin to draw in our roof. First thing we need to do is to construct a pitch. In order to construct the roof, we need to define its pivot line. And we'll do that by clicking on the lower internal corners of the exterior wall. So click on the first one and draw out the pivot line. Define the direction of the slope by clicking above the line to say that it's going to slope towards the other end. Okay. So the next thing is then we'll draw out the perimeters of the roof where we want the roof to cover, and we want it to cover the building. So we draw it out. Draw out the outer corners of the building and then close it up. Awesome. So now we'll have drawn in our roof. Hit escape to deactivate the roof tool and select the roof that you have just drawn. That's the roof. You can see the roof is exactly on the wall, but we need to give the roof eaves. In order to give it eaves, select on an edge of the roof and choose offset all edges from the pet palette. So in the offset of all edges, I want you to type in 0.6 because we want it to want the roof to be 600 millimeters. 0.6 and hit enter. So you can see the roof has been extended 600 millimeters on all sides of the building. So this is how our roof will be. Now, if you can recall, if you go down to ground floor, if you can recall, we have columns and we want the roof to also cover the columns. So navigate back to roof level and then pick up the roof that we just designed. Click on an edge and choose offset edge from the pet palette and type in 3. Hit enter. So we want it to extend 3 meters down. Let's look at what we have done so far. Go to 3D and see what we have done. So this is our house with the roof, and you can see the roof is covering the columns perfectly well, as well as the building, but we need to trim the roof according to the building. So we need to extend the walls of our building in order to meet with the roof. To do that, still on the 3D view, activate the wall tool and then do Control A to select all the walls. Go to the info box of the wall and double click to bring up the wall settings. And now we're going to change the offset, top offset to top length story of the roof of the building from 1 to 4. Click OK. So you can see what this does is it pushes the roof, it extends the roof, it extends the building way above the roof. So the next thing now we're going to do is select the trim roof. Now, how you're going to do it is make sure you have the walls selected, all your walls selected, and then choose trim elements to roof shell. Another way you can do it, it's up here in on the toolbar. One other way you can do is you can right click and then go to trim to roof. Yeah, crop to single roof plane, or you can do Control O, Control 0. So let's use this trim to roof. Click on it. Now you can see your cursor comes up with the roof sign. Click on the roof, which is the element that will set the trimming level. Click on it and then pin down the side of the building that you want to keep. And we want to keep the down part of it. So we click done. You can see now the building has been trimmed according to the roof. Some parts have been trimmed off lower than the others. This is how it should look. So you have your building with the roof and the walls trimmed accordingly. Awesome.